Hello everyone, Julia here, hello from Sweden and welcome to a new video. And I know that I promised you already a long time ago to show my crafting room, but somehow I just can't finish that video. I don't know what's the problem, but I just can't put all that together. But I decided to show you at least something, and today I will show you my working space, my main working space, my desk where I create my journals and film videos and do basically everything. So I invite you to join me and I will show you my desk. So this desk is relatively new. I got it when we moved to another city, and then I bought this desk and I'm really happy with it so far because it's really big, and now I finally have enough space for everything. And also something that I really like about this desk is that I can make it lower or higher. Here is a button and I just can press it and make it higher, and also use this desk as a standing desk, for example, and when I need it I can also make it lower and sit down. And usually when I film my videos and also do many other things, I use it as a standing desk, so I just make it higher, that it's comfortable for me to stand. And I noticed that it's really good and helpful for my back. I have some problems with my back, and when I sit too long I notice that very much, and I'm really getting tired when I sit too long, and my back starts to hurt more and faster when I sit than when I stand. So this desk is a really good solution for that, and at the moment I film all my videos standing and also do quite many other things standing, and I always can choose and like make it lower or higher. If I want to sit down, then I just can press the button and make it lower and sit down for a while, then stand again. So I really like this desk, and this area here that you see now, that's my working area. Usually I try to keep it clean and empty and not cluttered. It works not all the time. Mostly it works, but not all the time. So sometimes I also have to clean up this space, but that's usually the space that I use for filming videos. There you can see the tripod fixed there. That's where I usually film my videos, like this part of the desk here, and this is my working area mostly. Yeah, so I try to keep it clean and not cluttered, but sometimes it doesn't really work and I have to clean that up. And this part of the desk there I have different things that I use very often. So now I just will show you more detailed what I have there. So in this part of my desk here I have all the things that I use regularly and that I always want to have next to me. And I also try to keep this part of the desk not too cluttered. I try my best, but sometimes it also gets filled with different things, maybe a bit too much, and I have to clean it up a bit. So I try to keep it more or less okay, like not too cluttered. But in the same time, I also like to have all these things next to me that I can easily reach them. And as I said, I have there things that I use most often, like almost every day or even every day. And now I will try to show you what I have here in this area and how I organize it. Actually, it's like not too organized, but at least a bit. So now I will move closer and will show you what I have here on my desk, what is always next to me, and which things I use the most often. So here, as you can see, there are different small things, like variety of different things, some things that I use every day, and just some random things that sometimes I have here. So this box here is a box with washi stickers, different kinds of stickers like this, with plants and animals, and just random stickers that I often use for collages and also in my bullet journal. This thing here is very old, this parrot. I think it's really cute. I bought this. I remember that I bought this sometime with my mom on holiday when I was like, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13 or something like this. This container for pens and pencils, and I still like it. It's kind of nostalgic memories about my childhood. It's really old already and a little bit broken, but I think it's kind of cute. So here I have different pencils and pens and stuff like that, some things that I use more or less every day. Then I always have a candle on my desk, and now I have here this candle that was an advent calendar from a friend that I had this last year. This one smells really nice, so at the moment I use this one, but I exchange candles here sometimes, and I think soon I will exchange this one for something else, for something more like a spring candle, something flowery. Don't know yet, but now I really like to use this one. So here I have a few things, few boxes, tins with different things. In this little box with Alice in Wonderland, I just collect some stamps. Here I have a few ready things that I've made recently. I showed this on my Instagram last week, some kind of decorated labels for my travel journal. Usually I have some things like this on my desk, something that is ready to use. In this little box I have some of my self-made stickers that I make using different labels and stamps. I also use them quite often at the moment, so I have a few of them, then a few more random tins. I think those are even empty. Then on this cute bear plate I have two of my favorite fountain pens that I also showed you in one of my previous videos about favorite stationery, and this cute eraser, some of the self-made stickers that I just make from time to time, something like this. This is my lamp, and I also have a glue stick always standing here. This is a custom-made stamp from Black Milk project with my name. I really like this one. I think it's really cute. Some tags. Then moving on, there is also a hand cream. Then I also have a few vintage tins with different things. This one with some vintage tickets, and this one is just with some random vintage papers, like some labels and some cards and stamps and just some random vintage ephemera. I have here in this box like really all possible things, some packaging from my orders that I recently received, like some small envelopes like this, some things that I still can use, just some random papers, random things that I can use in my journals for collages. And in this little tin here I have some random paper scraps that I use for stamping on them, like just some small paper scraps like this that I just stamp on them something and then cut out those stamps, and they are always here next to me, always handy to have. And these are also just some leftovers from sticky paper that I also just stamp on them some quotes or little sentiments, and then can use them for collages. Like all these are stamped on sticky paper, and this just some regular paper scraps, like some coffee dyed papers and just some small paper. Then I have here a few tins and boxes with stickers. Also just something that I use for collages quite often. Then here is a box with washi samples or just some washi cutouts, washi and PAT tapes that I started to use for something, and just some kind of cutouts or just some washi samples like this. So some of the washi tapes and PAT tapes that I don't have, but just have some samples that I ordered or received from someone. So that's basically a box just with some washi samples and PAT tapes samples that I also use in my collages or for decorating bullet journal. And then in this vintage box, I got this box recently, like a few weeks ago in the second-hand shop, and I put here like there is a lower level of this box, and I put there all my favorite washi tapes, PAT tapes, just some tapes like this with different spring motifs that I want to use now at the moment, because I'm already in a spring mood and I want to use everything with flowers and butterflies. So I put all the tapes that I want to use in my journals now to this box, and also some tapes like this with these girls that I always like to use, or like this. Yeah, so just collection of spring washi and PAT tapes. And in this upper level of this box, I also just collected some things that I want to use now in my journals, also mostly spring ephemera, stickers and stuff like that. Like, for example, this new sticker set with girls from Windry, and also some stickers like this, different small papers and ephemera, some stamp-shaped stickers with birds, flowers, some small stickers like this, more stickers with girls, just some random papers, labels, note cards. So basically everything that I want to use now in my journals. I think this box will be like a seasonal box. I will change here things depending from season or just my mood. Depends what I want to use now, but at the moment I have here mostly spring related things and ephemera and some things that I just want to use now in my journals. Then moving on here I have even more boxes with different things. Another box with washi tapes and PAT tapes, also spring related tape. Just some tapes that didn't fit in that previous box I put here. Also some spring tapes that I want to use at the moment, and I really like this wooden organizers. This were from all this here and this, and also this one. They were from Flying Tiger. Probably if you are from some European country, you know this shop. It's a chain shop, and they have their different things for home, some decorations for home, some holiday stuff, like usually some seasonal things like Christmas decorations and stuff like this, and also some crafting supplies like glue sticks and stuff like that. I usually use glue sticks from them. And also some things like this, and these were actually in a section with makeup and some kind of cosmetics and makeup related things. And these are meant as organizers for makeup and cosmetics, but yeah, so you can see you can use them however you want, and I think they're really good for organizing some crafting supplies. So in this one here I mostly have different note papers, like some things like this, like different note cards, and also this note papers with girls from Windry. I have a few sets of them, and different small notepads like this, basically some small papers that I use often for collages or for decorating my bullet journal, just different small things like this. Well, also some sticky notes and stuff like that, and also some things like this. In this one here I also have a variety of different things. Actually, this one is not very well organized, but yeah, as you can see, I have here butterfly stickers, because at the moment I use butterflies very often in all my journals, and here are more butterflies, just some papers to cut out with butterflies. And here I have some washi samples that I got sometime from my pen pals in the letters or happy mails. So just different washi tape samples, and also more of this different notepads with some papers for notes or sticky papers, and some stickers and paper doilies, and like, yeah, just different random papers. Here a few small boxes with stickers, and there is another wooden organizer like this here, and there I have different vintage tickets and everything ticket related, and some stickers with tickets and stuff like that. So then there I have this, I don't know actually how this thing called, on the wall, with some postcards and photos and some things that I like and that I want to see next to me. Some photos and also a few decorated tags, and that cute raccoon there, and some scissors. And also I have a small shelf over there with wax beads and some wax, a few different kinds of glue there, and also pens, pencils, brush pens, and some scissors and stuff like that. Some absolutely random things. And here I have two more wooden boxes. This box is with letters from my pen pals and some happy mails, and that's here I have letters that I still have to answer, and also there I have many different bags and envelopes, different random envelopes, different sizes and colors, and some bags like this. Also everything is there. And this box here is a box with all the journals that I use at the moment, or let's say almost all journals. There is one more journal that is not here because it's quite big and it just doesn't fit here, my fantasy journal. Here I have all the journals that I use more or less regularly, so I will show you quickly a few of them. This is a book journal with different lists related to books. So inside here I have lists of books that I want to read and also what I'm reading now. So basically just kind of like a book tracker, yearly book tracker. I write down here all the books that I read, and also kind of rate them a bit if I like them or not. So different book related things. This one is just some random notes. This is a traveler's notebook. This one is my new travel journal, and this insert here, it's just a folder with different things inside that I can take with me, and usually I take this and my travel journal when I go somewhere and put there some things that I want to use. This one here is a traveler's notebook with one insert with collages, but also usually I have there another insert for something. At the moment it's just one because I just started it. This is my bullet journal with weekly and monthly inserts. This is just some random notebook. This is just a small insert with washi tape samples. So here I just stick all the washi tapes, all new washi tapes that I get, some kind of samples, collection of samples. This is a folder with some things. This is a new insert for traveler's notebook that I started recently, and I started this as another fantasy journal actually. So basically here I just collect some quotes from my favorite books and series, mostly fantasy. And I have another fantasy journal that I didn't finish yet, but that journal is quite big, and sometimes I just want to do something quickly, so then I use this one. This is another kind of bullet journal, but not really. It's more like a yearly bullet journal. I have here different lists of plans for this year, also some travel plans, like not only for this year but in general, where I would like to go in Sweden, for example, which places I would like to see, and also some lists of movies and TV series that I want to watch. And here I also track all the letters and happy mails that I send and receive, and earlier also when I still was into post crossing, also all the postcards, but now I send postcards really seldom, so not anymore. So here I have just different lists which are basically for more or less for every year. This is my pocket journal that you usually see in the videos about collaging and pocket journal. I think I will finish this one soon. This one here, also just some small notebook for notes. This one is another pocket junk journal, but that will be my next pocket journal when I finish this one. And this is another pocket junk journal that I started a while ago, but then I switched to this one, and this one still didn't finish it. This one is more like not really for collages, but putting there some more or less random things, like in the beautiful packaging of something, or I don't know, just more like for gluing down some random things that I don't want to throw away, but also don't know where else to use them. This is my new social media planner. I finally decided to organize everything better and started this little journal for planning everything that is related to Instagram or YouTube or Etsy, just to write down here all my ideas and plans, like videos I want to make and things like that. So everything is inside here. And this is another traveler's notebook passport size. And here I have another insert with collages, just small collages like this. I show this journal often on my Instagram. There's also another insert, but this one is just empty still. And also this journal is still missing. This is my black and white journal that you saw a few times, and usually it's also here, but now it just was laying somewhere else because on the weekend I made a new collage in this journal, but I didn't take a picture of it yet, so I just put it aside to take a picture, but usually this journal is also here. So that's all my journals that I use at the moment. As I said, there is still one big fantasy journal with quotes and art works and postcards of my favorite fantasy series with my favorite fantasy characters, but that one is not here because it's just already so big that it just doesn't fit here to this box. I just finished my winter junk journal, and probably sometime a bit later, maybe in the beginning of March, I will start another junk journal, like a bigger junk journal, not only something like this small pocket size, but also some bigger journal. But I didn't start a new journal yet, so at the moment these are all the journals that I use. And that's basically all what I have on my desk. I also have here next to my desk some of the things from my pen pals on the wall. Just put a few nice things on the wall, like some nice decorated postcards, some beautiful envelopes, some handmade postcards that they sent me, and also some tags and stuff like this. So just a few things for inspiration. I really like to have this next to me and look at this wall and get some inspiration. I put all those things here recently, a week ago or something like this, and I still have up there plenty of space for more things, so I think I will slowly add a few more things here. But at the moment that's all what I have on my desk, and I'm trying really hard to keep it pretty much like this, like not too cluttered, to have all the things that I use regularly and that I want to have next to me here on my desk, and that I don't have to search for them, but also to have it not too cluttered. Probably some people will say that it's really cluttered. For me it's okay. For me it's not cluttered, it's perfectly fine, and I know what is where, and I can easily reach all the things that I use often. So that was all. That's my working space, my working desk, the place where I spent most of the time during the day. So I hope this video was interesting for you, and I promise to finish crafting room tour, and I think maybe now it will be a bit easier for me, because then I don't have to show you my desk so detailed. I just can link a video to my desk tour. And I think the problem with my crafting room tour video that it's I started to film it and it's getting really long, because I just don't know how to show everything quickly, and I start to show something and then it just gets too detailed and video is just getting too long. So maybe this will help me to finish that video faster. Maybe actually I really will do it like this, like kinda in parts. So this is the first part with my working space, my desk. Then maybe next time I will show you all the shelves with my journals, some things that I keep on the shelves, and then in the third part all the rest of the room, something like this. Maybe like this it will be really easier to do it, like in a few parts, because my room actually is not really big, and it's not that I have too many things here, but I really don't know how to make it short, and I don't want to make a video which is like 1 hour long. So I hope this video was interesting for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next videos. Bye!